It seems that every time I get asked to come out here to watch over this site, it always seems to be raining. Now look, I know in Arizona, I've said many, many times over, God, I miss the rain, but Jesus, we have more rainy days than we do sunny days. I can't do any type of investigation because I can't get the equipment wet. So I'm just sitting in here, trying to keep warm, trying to stay dry. I love the view though, but this rain's got to stop. From what I understand, we should be approaching the dry season pretty soon. But I'm told this section of Oregon is a rainforest, so I don't know. It's 1:03 p.m. I don't even know what day it is. I know it's Saturday, April 27th, 1:03 p.m. Rain just doesn't let up. First car came riding through here. Give it about an hour and a half, 2 hours, they'll most likely be driving back off the mountain. Unless they got a camper or trailer somewhere up there. I hope it stops raining tonight at some point, because I want to use the scope on the AR-15 and the night vision capabilities and spotlight the tree lines and see if I can see anything. But I'm up here for the night. I should be out of here probably about 3-4 p.m. tomorrow. I'm the only one up here, and I gotta watch out for the equipment and stuff, so I can't go too far. I can't go into the woods and do any investigation, especially with the rain. Getting tired of all this rain. So, about 15-20 minutes ago, I had a young man and his girlfriend show up here in a black SUV driving up and down the road and stopped by to talk to me and asked me if I noticed anything strange going on up here, in which I told him. He said, yes, sir. And shared some of my stories. He shared some of his, so just more confirmation that there's something strange going on up here. He asked his father about it, and father sent him a video, which I think it was one of my videos, because he said he watched it and he recognized the area. So I had to call Robert and tell him about that, because I thought it was cool. And also, to a degree, a bit concerning, because I don't want no one coming up here trying to kill the damn thing. I actually kind of thought about that for a while, but what's done's done, so there's no turning back. So I think it was Sunday, Robert opened up one of the back windows here behind me and recorded a strange sound. And at first I thought it was an owl, but the sound that it made, it did it in threes, and it did it quite a few different times, so it was a little off. And then he was telling me that that the solar powered motion activated lights around the trailer, as where it is currently parked, the lights still do come on. So he thinks that something approaches the trailer because the lights on this side and also the back there comes on. But I mean, it's foggy, it's raining, it's windy, and the rain doesn't let up for long. So what I think I'm going to do tonight is I'm going to set up my body camera. I'm not going to activate the night vision on it, and because even if I did, I only probably get about 12-15 feet. I'll probably set the 360 camera up on the tabletop here, and if anything activates these lights, I'll know. And then also with the AR-15, I'll use the new scope and open up one of the back windows and point it out the back, and use the night vision to, maybe I can catch something. But if it sees IR light, then that's not really going to be a good idea. So I guess I'm just going to wait and see if anything triggers the lights, and then I'll go out and try to spotlight it with the IR light. Have my scope recording, but I don't really know what's going to happen. Nothing probably will happen tonight, but then again, it could. I don't know. But yeah, it's interesting that I'm told these stories. I come out here looking. I experience these strange things. I post it up on YouTube, and there are those who live in the area that apparently see my videos, and they come out here looking and talking, and occasionally find me here. So I'm going to continue to sit around and do nothing until the sun goes down, and we'll see what happens then. Sounds like water down there. So it is now Sunday, April 28th, 1:48 in the morning. So some jackass came up in here in a pickup truck and just flying up the road. And then they temporarily parked at the next landing up above me. And considering it's private property, take a guess at who had to go and tell them off. But when I got up there, there was no one there. They went further up the mountain. I don't have a vehicle up here, so I had to walk up here on foot. And it's really irritating because I ordered 2 rechargeable batteries for my flashlight on the AR-15 because this one has been going dead for about a month now. And it's the little batteries that could, but yeah, to have that flashlight at full strength would be absolutely nice. It doesn't help at all that it's still raining, it's foggy, and my night vision is completely and utterly useless. Walking back down the hill and going around the little turn to walk back to the camper, I looked up into the trees and I saw what looked to be red eyes. They looked to be small though, so I don't know what it could be. About 8 minutes after midnight, I recorded birds chirping, which is weird because birds normally sleep at night, so yeah. That was weird. I'm tired, I'm cold, I'm wet now. So we got a couple more hours till daylight. I think any chances of getting warm and cuddling up and going to sleep is completely behind me now, so I think I'm just going to watch some movies, wait for the sun to come up, and just take it from there. So I'll be out of here by 4 p.m. today, so yeah, I'm only up here for 24 hours. I definitely got to make some modifications to the AR as far as rearranging the accessories because I'm not happy where they are. But despite the rain and the fog, the scope works great. But as far as my IR light goes, I try to focus that all the way in, and looking through the scope, the light beams off to the left, so I have to adjust it, and I don't have the tools with me to do that. I'm still thinking about that young man coming up here and talking to me about experiencing weird things up here. Which it tickles me to death, honestly, because it goes to show I'm not crazy. That, you know, the possibility that I saw something and keep, not only me, but my friend Robert, we keep having these experiences, and it's just, you know, it's not really frequent. It's like, you know, every couple of 2 or 3 days tops, you know, we go through this, but yeah, we're not the only ones. So yeah. It is Sunday, April 28th, and it's 2:06 a.m. It has been raining, windy, and foggy all day. And now my night vision is useless because I can't break through the fog. One thing that was really interesting that happened today was a young man, his girlfriend, driving a black SUV, came by and drove up the road, and then they came back sometime later and happened to pull up to the camper, and the young man started talking to me and asking if I've noticed any strange things that was going on up here, and I'm like, oh yes. And then I told him my stories, And he told me his. And he was like, yeah, I was telling my dad about it, and apparently the young man's father sent him a video over YouTube, and he watched it, apparently, because he said driving by, he recognized the area, and I was like, yeah, sounds like you watched one of my videos. So it's more confirmation that something goes on up here. He said something that he drives further up around the 800 or 8,000 mark or something like that, and they go shooting, which is way up the road, and he gets this feeling like he's being watched. Something allows him to be up there. And he was telling me a story. I don't know if it was on this particular road or not, but he was driving down a back road and he had his bar lights on, and he caught what looked to be like something jumping out of a tree, something big, and threw a branch at him. I told him, despite what I heard from the first security guard that was here, and how he called up the boss man and was yelling that something was like beating down his door and rocking his trailer and whatnot, I personally haven't had no form of aggression, and I try to be respectful and not get on this thing's bad side. But it's interesting that people come up to me, and apparently I'm getting some sort of notoriety, that something weird is going on up here. But the downside to that is, and I thought about this for a while, about kind of given the exact location of where I'm at. And I try to keep it vague, and I know I dropped some hints and stuff, but apparently some of the locals, they know where I'm at. And I don't want them coming up here and trying to hunt and kill this thing. I mean, that's not at all my intentions. My intentions are, it's like, hey, something's weird going on here, and I want to document it. I want to see it with my own eyes. But at 12:08, I got some recordings of some birds chirping, which is weird because I'm not at all familiar with birds chirping at night. So that was really off to me. And then some guy in a pickup truck came flying up the road, and he parked on the landing up above where the camper and everything was set up before. So I had to grab my AR and walk up the hill in the dark, in the rain, with a flashlight that's dying, and tell this guy off. By the time when I got up there, the truck was already gone and went further up the mountain. On my way back down, I'm just using what power I have in my flashlight and keeping my eyes on the tree line. I tried my night vision again, but again, it's just useless. This fog it's messing with it too damn bad. But at the first landing, however, I was shining the light around, and up in the tree I saw these two beady red eyes, too small to be anything that I'm personally looking for. I don't know what it is. Frankly, I don't care, but I saw something. Could be a possum or something up there. I don't know, but when I get back to the house, I'm going to have to change where the IR light is for the AR-15. I'm also thinking about changing the flashlight location. I need to get a bipod for better stabilization. because I thought this particular layout was going to do, and honestly it's not. I gotta rearrange some more stuff. But getting back from that 20-minute walk, I mean, I'm already tired and exhausted as it is, and I'm just going up that hill sucking wind and everything. I mean, I wore my body cam. Didn't really catch anything because I'm holding the rifle, but I'm just exhausted. But I'm exhausted to the point to where it's like I'm not tired. I'm not ready to go to sleep. So I think the sun's gonna rise in a couple of hours, so then I might be able to get some sleep before I get picked up and taken out of here. So yeah.